What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to the Diablo Research Institution. Appreciate you guys coming by. Like this damn video if you will. Subscribe to the page. And swat that bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And blessings to my patrons. May you have many wives. Links in the description below. And I will start posting some Patreon-only content for those of you who are interested on my Patreon page. So basically, what I decided to rediscover and re-experiment with is one of the most in-demand characters in Diablo 2 history. That's right. I'm talking about the character with a decked-out inventory of perfect small charms, the pestilent small charm of Anthrax. 451 poison damage over 12 seconds. And how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 9 rows? 9, 18, 27, 36, 37, like 37 of them or something? I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I got an inventory filled with these damn things. These things are rare as freaking toads. They go for like several jarins each or some shit. But I decided to test it out a bit more thoroughly in this video because the last video I had a faith bow on. But here's what I did in this video. Check this out. A gemmed crusader bow. 6 sockets with 6 perfect poison facet jewels with a negative 30% to enemy poison res and plus 20% or 30% to poison skill damage. And this does apply to your arrows, obviously, and so do the Trang's gloves. The Trang's gloves, even though they say plus 25% to poison skill damage, that does in fact add to the damage on the small charms. Because as you can see here, I'm doing 29,000 strafe damage right now, and without the gloves, she's doing 25 to 26,000. So the rest of the gear. Jeweler's Dusk Shroud of Balance with 4 perfect poison facets in there. Artisan's Diadem of Speed, 30% faster run walk, and 3 perfect poison facets in there as well. Cat's Eye Amulet, just so she can run fast as a freaking toad and attack at a decent speed. Alder's Boots, Ravenfrost Ring for the Cannot Be Frozen and other nice mods. This ring for some dual leech and all that. Nas Coil, perhaps I should have used Razor Tail, but I get some mana after each kill with this thing, so I decided to go that route. So that's the gear that she has. A torch and an Annie. I maxed out multi-shot. Now the problem is multi-shot does 3/4 weapon damage. So as you can see here, she's only doing 22k with the multi-shot arrows. But let's go into the Cold Plains and see what this Vayman can do on Players 1 difficulty hell. Oh, right, and the kicker is, on Switch, I actually have something really peculiar. I'll show you in just a minute. Are you kidding me? Okay. Where'd the mercenary go? I'll have to show you his gear in just a moment. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. Just one little poke. How much mana does that cost? 27 mana. Very mana consumptious. Holy shit. Okay. Let's venture now to the Frigid Highlands and see how well it does against Shank and Eldritch. Now, this is almost like cheating, what I'm about to show you, alright? I do have a Frenzy Barb, as you can see here. And check it out. He has this cute little aura around his footies, right? What aura is that? Well, it's Cleansing Aura, because he's wearing 2 times Plague Dimensional Blades. Cham, Shale, with a 20% chance to cast level 12 lower resist when struck. So that's going to be quite helpful with this poison build. Now, the negative to enemy poison res on the swords that the Merc is equipped with is not going to apply against the poison damage that my character emits, because it only applies to the wearer of the item, unfortunately. And as for his Poison Nova overriding my poison damage, from my testing so far, it doesn't seem like that actually happens. I think that the higher Poison Nova damage takes over, I think is how it works. But further research is needed on that. So let's see how well this character can deal with Eldritch. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's actually a lot better than what I was expecting. Holy shit, he actually killed him. Now just wait. How well can they fare Players 8 difficulty? I'm going to run the same stuff in just a moment here. Players 8 difficulty, because I'm a bit scared. Hot damn, are you kidding me? Look how fast it killed him. And here's another kicker. On Switch, I have Death's Web Unearthed Wand with a negative 50% enemy poison res and a 4-socketed Monarch with 4 perfect poison facets in there. So I can switch over to this after shooting him with the bow, and I should gain a lot more negative poison res. I gain about negative 60 more, so I go from negative 65 to enemy poison res to negative 105 to enemy poison res. So what you can do is it works retroactively. Is that how you say that? I don't know how the fuck you say it, but when you shoot him and it applies, if you switch over and the poison damage is still going through its duration, it'll actively embed your piercing to the poison res that you have on Switch when you switch over from the same attack. So you can just shoot him with a big spread of multi-shot, switch over to the shield and the wand, and it should be doing more poison damage. So let's test it out in the cowl level. Oh my god, that's horrible. Switch over to it. Switch over to it. Oh my god. Oh my god, why would you do this? Look, the mercenary's almost dead. Mercenaries, I'm probably living off him. I switched over to the thing. See that? I switched over to the thing. So you blast him with a multi-shot, you switch over to the thing. Let's do it again. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, it actually works! Look at that! Look how fast they die! There's without switching to the shield. Alright. Oh, yeah, this one has the lower res applied to him as well. So here's with the shield on now. Oh my god, this sucks! Yeah, unfortunately, these charms, I think, are a bit overrated. They might help with preventing characters from healing in terms of life replenish, so maybe they're used in duels for those reasons, I'm not really sure, in which case you'd only need one. But in terms of stacking them up, as you can see here, it's not very impressive, is it? In fact, I'd like to see how well this fares against just a general Poison Javelin Amazon. So what I'm going to do before this video is over, I'm going to respec this character entirely, and I'll switch over to Poison Javelin, and we'll see how it compares to that, alright? But first, let's turn it on Players 8 and give it a shot. Alright, here we are now on Players 8 difficulty, back in the Cold Plains. So let's see how well she fares against these... Oh my god. Alright. It fully kills them, doesn't it? It takes a minute. Switch over to the Death's Web. Okay, so now let's go to the Frigid Highlands again and see if she can kill anything there. So, negative 65 to enemy poison res. Switch over. Switched over to the shield. There's the lower res on him now. Yeah, it's still pretty shitty, isn't it? But it still works. But unbelievable in terms of what you'd have to pay for this shit. Definitely doesn't seem worth it, obviously. But let me know what your thoughts are on this build, and what would you do to change it? Would you switch out any of the gear? Would you do something differently? So let's try it now with a Jabazon. I'm just going to respec my character with... I'm going to still be using Boson gear, basically. Oh my god. Switched over now to shield and wand. The Merc is messing things up a little bit. Should probably just let him die. There he goes. Do they die faster? Do I switch over? Ooh, Feral Claws. Look at that. Fire Looser's Talons, I think is what those are. And some rare claws as well. Okay, yeah, but this is a spiritual journey. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to respec. And let's quickly try out just a basic poison javelin build. And I'll keep the shield on. But other than that, I'm just going to keep all the rest of the gear. So I'm not going to have like this bow decked out in facets. I'm just going to have a regular javelin, alright? And let's see how that compares. So I maxed out both Poison Javelin, which does 28,000 damage over 54 seconds? Are you kidding me? As well as Plague Javelin, which does 19,000 damage over 7 seconds. Okay, that sounds a bit more reasonable. 54 seconds? Are you... Holy shit. Apparently that needs to be reworked. Oh, this is wretched. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, it's still working, kind of. Alright, let's get out of the cow level. Let's go try Shank and Eldritch. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, what you do ideally is switch back over to Death's Web after tossing the javelin. Holy shit. This is horrible. Alright, so here we are. Player's 8 difficulty with freaking Soul Stake War Javelin. 30 increased attack speed. And all the rest of the gear is remaining the same. So I have all this going on with all the small charms. With a total of negative 55% to enemy poison res and plus 80% to poison skill damage. See, I was hoping for higher numbers than what we're seeing here, but I guess this is the best I can get right now. And unfortunately, the charms don't apply to the cloud. It'll only apply to the single enemy hit. So they're kind of a waste with this build. But still doable, as you can see. So let me turn this back down to Players 1, just out of curiosity. I'd like to see how it fares, because that's generally how I run the game, Players 1 difficulty. Hot damn! Take down Thicky. Alright, let's try it Players 1 just real quick. Alright, here we are, Players 1 difficulty. That does okay. The problem is, this gear would be extremely expensive. So without all that Poison Pierce, I'm guessing this build would really suck dick. Because again, this is only Players 1 difficulty. Let's take off the poison gear and see how it fares. Alright, so I took off basically all the Poison Pierce gear. I still have on Trang's gloves, just because those are cheap. So I don't really count it as anything overpowered. So I have the plus 25% of poison skill damage and nothing else. And all these things are basically useless on this character. So let's see how well she does against this basic mob here. Oh shit. I'm gonna get that little tail swatted. So yeah, a little bit of kiting going on. Far from ideal. Go down to Shank. Still doable, however. I've never made a Poison Javelin all the way through. I've always gone Lightning Fury, of course. But hot damn. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. What would you try differently with a poison javelin / poison bow Amazon? I really just wanted to test out those charms to see how they did with a 6-socketed Crusader bow. So I could explore this javelin throwing build a bit more. Maybe bramble armor would suit it well as the Death's Web on Switch. But let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see on that. Like this video if you will, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace be with you.